Okay, Barbara, if you're watching, look away. I'm so sorry. This is my next piece. I am making over another piece of furniture. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, I'm laughing because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. I should see the finish of the cook's garden, chef's garden, whatever it is that I'm calling it, and the back entrance this week. Some things I've been waiting on that have been out of my control. So anyway, this cabinet I did a very long time ago. I did it for myself. If you're an OG or if you've seen that video recently, that cabinet was a sad cabinet when it came to me. Lots of coats of paint, I remember. Didn't have a top, missing some hardware, I believe. Anyway, it was quite a process to get it all stripped back, and I painted it. I'll link it in the description, and I really liked it. And Barbara really liked it. And I even had another subscriber paint a cabinet of theirs just like it. It was gorgeous. Guys, I've had it for sale on Facebook Marketplace for over a year. Reduced it down as far as I was willing to go. And I literally had no takers for it. Some people would say that the style of cabinet, the painting that I did on it, is not for them. And that's okay. It's not their cup of tea. All good. I had it in my house for a really long time. And when we moved to this house, I didn't have room for it. So I've decided to repaint it. What I'm gonna do is go in with a 150 grit. It's not really low, but it's not very high. It's that nice in between. What I wanna do is knock off the flower texture. This is gonna be a textured piece anyway. I just don't necessarily want the flower texture. So it may give me a headache. I may paint one go of it and realize that I haven't got it all, and I'll have to go back in and sand in places and then repaint it again. So that's a bit of a pain in the bum, but whatever. I'm not stripping it back to bare wood. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be doing a textured finish on this. I've done it before. What I'm doing is using Sloan Paris Grey on it. That's not gonna be my final color, but it's a good base and it's a good place to start. So anyway, I'm going to go in and put my first layer. prepared it, lightly sanded it. You saw all the things that I did. You guys, we had bleed through in weird places, only in some of the places where the raised flower was, and I still had some patterns. So just to save myself doing any more unnecessary work than I have to, already did unnecessary work, I don't want to do more, I decided to scrape it all back with my heat gun and scrape out. So I'm going to go at it now with a sander, and then we're going to seal all this in because it was red. I remember now how much of a pain in the bum it was. And also they made 3 holes on the front of the cabinet that, yeah, I couldn't repair. Well, that I repaired with Bondo. Let's just see. Let's see where the wind takes us today. So, I'm going to sand back some of the places that I think I might leave exposed. Possibly, I think I'm gonna just leave exposed the base, and then I'll paint the rest of it. And of course, you'll remember that the top is a different wood to the bottom because this thing came with no top. It was in rough shape. So this is just a piece of wood that I got from the hardware store. I think it's like pine, and I have no idea what this wood is, but it's not the same. I know that much for sure. All right. Yay. She's looking good, needs a second coat, and that's what we're here to do right now. So let's do it. Also, while I'm setting up, you'll notice in the background, that guy. I'm keeping it, you guys. I got no offers, and I think it's a little insight from Sarah, take it for what it's worth. I don't know. Facebook Marketplace is just not the place to sell big ticket items like that. And I really have no outlet, no contact to be able to sell a big ticket item like this. I love it. It's beautiful. It's a solid piece. It definitely fits with my aesthetic, so I'm keeping it. I've claimed it back as my own, and I've put it here at the end, and it's starting to form and take shape. Right, the back half, it's still a disaster, but it's getting there. All right, that's not what you're here for. Let's make over, do second coat. I bagged up my brushes and stuck them in the fridge for overnight. You know, that's the trick, right? Oh my word, I did it twice. Also today, I have a very, very, very busy day. I'm finally getting the dirt for my cook's garden thing, the garden at my back door. So I'm excited about that. So I can plant my plants, because I bought the plants and they've just been sitting in their pots, which is okay short term, but never great long term. Be great if I had my own little truck. That's what would be great. Just a little thing, something with a little bed in the back so I can haul furniture and do projects and haul materials. But it's on the list, a one-day thing. Guess what's happening in a couple of weeks, and I'll be taking you along. Guess what's happening, and I'm so excited. I'm going home. Well, my whole family's coming with me. It's not just me, but I'm going home. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. It's been 2.5 years since I've been home, and yeah, and usually we go at Christmas time, which is my favorite time to go home. I have to be honest. I'm a summer girl, so obviously I love Australia in the summertime, but it's been a minute since I've been home with autumn weather. But I don't care. I'll go home any time of the year. So it's going to be so much fun. Last time I went to Australia, I made over furniture with you guys. I won't be doing that this time, you guys. We will be traveling around a little bit. We're going to go to Queensland. I'm not from Queensland originally, but that's where my brother lives. So we're going to go up to Queensland. We're going to go to a theme park that we have in Queensland. Maybe a couple of them, because there's a couple. There's like SeaWorld, Dreamworld, I don't know, some other worlds. So we're going to go. I might also just visit around. Last time we never went out to the vineyards where Mum and Dad live. So they live in New South Wales. And they have a beautiful vineyard and gardens and stuff like that out near them. So I thought I would take you around doing that, as well as visit some of my favorite places when I go home. So if you're not already and you want to see that, see what Australia is like, hit subscribe. Those videos are coming. So now what I'm going to do is go in with Sandy Blonde for the base. So I'm just doing a wash. I want to just wet it down. I'm just using some water. It does have a little bit of Sandy Blonde in it, but that wasn't on purpose. I need to wet it. So then I'm just dipping my brush in the Sandy Blonde and going over the base and just letting it set for a little while I finish the other two sides. And then I'll come back in with a rag and gently wipe it back. And then of course I seal it with wax. Breaking out the dark wax. I did clear wax over the DIY paint. Honestly, I'm dark waxing everywhere too. Dark wax like this just makes everything make sense, in my humble opinion. This is with the clear wax, and then this is with the dark wax, and it just makes it richer and deeper, and it just makes it make sense. I really like it. And I have the clear wax just in case, but the clear wax isn't completely dry in most places, so yeah. All right, you guys. I zoomed through right the end, which I usually do. That's in typical Sarah fashion. Once I got through that second coat, I sealed the bottom of it in clear wax. I sealed the top in polyacrylic just because it's the top and it's gonna get more wear, it's gonna get things placed on it. So I always like to seal tops in with polyacrylic. And I dark waxed everything, the top and the whole thing. The whole thing, that's what everything means. I dark waxed everything after I'd sealed it all in. Used the clear wax as an eraser, if you will, just to sort of help me blend in that dark wax a little bit better. So this is the before. I liked it. Barbara loved it. Lots of people loved it, and it just wasn't selling for me, so it was time to give it a new look. And because of the damage underneath, I really couldn't do anything else other than paint. And here she is. She's gorgeous. I love it. I love that green color. I actually mixed two Annie Sloan colors. She has two colors very close together. The Chateau Gray and the Olive Gray are very close, and I didn't have enough of the Chateau Gray to finish it, and I had a sampler pot of the olive, so I just combined them and made a richer olive color, and I really loved it. The hardware was just from Amazon. I had it left over in my stash. I'll link it below if anyone's interested in purchasing something similar for yourself. I've listed it on Facebook Marketplace, and we're just gonna play the waiting game. All right, you guys, if you haven't already and you enjoyed that video, why don't you hit a cheeky thumbs up. I'm so glad that you spend this time with me every single week. You grab a cuppa, you sit down, and you watch what's going on in my world, in Vintage and Painted's world. And it means so much to me. I love you guys to pieces. If you haven't hit subscribe, consider doing that. It would be amazing, and you will get notified if you hit that bell when those videos of Australia go up. If you're curious about what my life in particular, I guess, is like back home, I'm going to be taking you all on that journey. It's been too long since I've been home, and I'm so excited. Flying does put a little bit of a damper on it. I don't like flying, but if flying is how I get home, then so be it. And fly I will. All right, you guys, have an amazing week. I love you to pieces, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Mwah.